Hey, what's going on everyone, it's Low Hit, and in this video we're making a super funky West Coast G-Funk or just a funk bass from scratch using only the stock devices in Ableton Live. And it's quite a simple bass sound that anyone can make, and the important thing is for you to learn the principle of how such basses are made, and then you can modify it to your taste. And we're gonna be using the analog synth in this, which is a pretty basic old device inside of Ableton Live. So without further ado, let's get into it. And so I've got analog and its initial preset. Just a basic saw wave, and let's set up our oscillators. Oscillator 1 is set to a saw wave. I'm gonna transpose it an octave down. Turn on oscillator 2, make it a bit louder, increase the volume, leave it as a saw wave. Just the fact that these oscillators are playing an octave apart makes for a thicker sound. And another configuration that I like is to transpose oscillator 2 an octave higher, so the distance between the two becomes 2 octaves. But let's leave it at 0 and we can go back to this later after we set up the filters. And let's set up the filters. Both oscillators are going into filter 1, and this is indicated here. So this is filter 1 here. I will set it to a 12 dB per octave filter, and this is less steep and not as drastic as the 24 dB per octave. Again, experiment with this as you can experiment with the filter frequency and the resonance. I'm just gonna crank up the resonance a bit and turn down the frequency. And as we click on the filter module, we are presented with the filter modulation options. And mainly what we are concerned with now is the envelope. In order to have the envelope modulating the filter, we need to increase the envelope depth amount. Turn the sustain down, all the way down. It's already quite a bit funkier. Increase the decay. And this last module here on the right, this is where we can click in order to be presented with the voicing settings. Then we click on the voices menu and set it to mono, which means that this now becomes a proper monophonic bass synth, meaning that it can only play one note at a time, similar to a Minimoog or any other legendary bass synth. And now we can try with oscillator 2 an octave higher. Pretty cool bass sound. Let's turn on the saturator to drive it a bit. And let's play something. I've got some drums set up here and a synth pad from my Synth Hop Essentials pack. You can check it out from the link in the description for some similar bass sounds, keys, synths, leads and more. But yeah, I've got the drums here. I've got the pad sound on top of the drums. I'm gonna record a bass line, so I'm just gonna follow the chords. So with the chords that we have, we've got the E minor, A minor, then E minor, and then D major. So I'm just gonna follow the chords with the bass and make it rhythmic to play along with the drums. And so this is how you make a simple West Coast G-Funk bass sound. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one.